Ronnie, welcome to King of 2 Mile in Canada, my friend.
Thanks for having me, man. I've been waiting to come back up here for well over a year now. What do we got? What's King of 2 Mile for me?
This is King of 2 Mile in Canada 2025. You're going to see some of the best shooters in this country all come together here in Youngstown, Alberta. But he'll be here in the AM. You'll see them roll in probably around 6:30. They'll start. We're going to try our hand at getting the most points we can out to 2 miles. We'll see some of our contestants start on day one. We're going to push out starting at a cold bore shot at 1,300 meters.
Water ready? Water's up.
You said cold bore at 1,300 meters?
Cold bore, 1 round.
Ooh.
First shot for max points on that target. They're going to push out 1,450, 1,650, 2,000, 2,200 on day one. We're going to get
That's just day one.
That's day one. We got our top 20% of both days, and then our third day will be our finalists from both days, starting at 2,400, 2,600, and then of course the furthest target at 2 miles.
So how many generations do you guys have out here right now?
Just the two. She's my daughter.
That's your daughter.
It would be 3, right? Wouldn't it? Oh no, it's only 2. That's
Only 2.
My wife and my daughter shot yesterday.
300 PRC. What caliber was this?
300 Ultramag.
300 Ultramag.
Yeah.
You're probably the only one shooting 300 Ultramag. No, you're shooting 300. Did you go yet?
Yesterday. Yeah.
How'd you do?
I didn't hit anything yesterday either. Not enough time in on the rig this year.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, to be honest, you just send a bunch of lead.
It was fun to sling lead. It always is.
Yeah, I love
This is a great event.
So you'll come in, you got your data, you know, making another change. The wind hasn't changed much. You're in there. Now you're relying on your skills that you've learned to read vegetation, to read mirage. Is it changing? Is it left, right? You know, those are the things. If you felt the wind in there while you were shooting, it's not going to help you a lot because 2,600 meters away, it's blowing the other direction.
You know, practice spotting, practice shooting. Like there's so much. You don't get to do this just anywhere. Like this is, you know, and then, you know, Rob comes up after and gives you feedback, which he doesn't have to do that, you know, comes up and like you were this and you were so close there and there's always so much positive.
Small little instructional pieces you can take away from them.
So how's the scoring work? Is it a most hits? Is it a point system? Walk me through the scoring if you can.
It's a point system, so we start off on day one with 13 rounds. We get 1 round for our cold bore shot. Then we have 3 shots per target. Shooters get 3 first score, then we have to hit that target to move on. So in theory, really, after the cold bore shot, we could have teams that could expel all 12 rounds, and the competition is done for them if they do not hit
So
that
they
target.
can end up without points if they don't get on, even if they do get on that first target, but if it isn't in the first 3 shots, they still don't score until they hit in the first 3 shots on one of these targets.
That's
is what
correct.
you're saying?
Yeah. First 3 shots are first score. They have to hit the target to advance. Of course, range makes every application of gaining points a little bit more difficult, but first round hits are the highest point.
Okay.
Second round, a little bit less. Third round, again, less
so it's a
points.
weighted scale
It's
as
a
well.
weighted scale,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Percent.
What about the range here? Where are we at? We're in Youngstown right now. This place is beautiful, man. It's very flat looking.
This is probably one of the more peaceful ranges you've ever been at.
Yeah.
As you'll see over the next few days, there isn't a lot of traffic out here. It's going to be pretty much
I didn't know. I thought
just
you were.
to be the
I thought you were
competitors.
taking me out to a field party, and I was okay with that too. But we haven't seen civilization in a couple hours.
Yeah.
This place is amazing.
We're extremely lucky. There aren't any ranges in Canada like this. This is kind of one of a kind. Our template goes out to those far power lines that you can see out there, which are about 9 kilometers away. So
that's your first obstacle?
That's our first obstacle that we have to really worry about. There's no cross intersecting roads or anything here.
Okay.
Can you walk me through your rifle?
Yeah, so it's a Cadex sheepdog, R7 action in 338 Lapua mag.
Nice.
I've added some weight to it. It's just it barks hard and it doesn't have a lot of weight. Like ideal gun here is minimum 25 pounds. And I think even with the weight on this thing, I'm only at about 23 or something. But I've added 5 pounds of weight to it to try and keep the front end down so you can get quicker target acquisition. So these are just ARCA weights that you get from MDT. I put those on there and callus 3.5 to 28 scope.
How the lane range is kind of laid out right now, we're walking on a far left arc. So to keep our template safe, we orientate all of our shooting this direction. As we said earlier, we're about 9 kilometers for our first obstacle. We'll have a body of water out there. If you guys have your drone up, you'll see kind of a natural lake that's out there. We'll have targets starting center of arc from our shooting platform, and we'll place them left and right of our center of arc, starting at 13 all the way up to 2 miles.
Okay, is there any wildlife that the shooters need to be worried about, anything like that?
We always, when we do our safety brief before the start of the competition, we'll make them aware that you could see anything from coyotes, antelope, deer, moose, elk will sometimes make their way across this area. Of course, you could always have the odd farmer's cow or a bull that broke a fence line and pushed through late at night or something. So what we do as safety procedures, in the morning, you'll see the guys come up, they'll have their coffee, and they'll do an area search. And they're all used to that. They're former military snipers. They'll search the ground left and right of arc and make sure that not only is any wildlife in the area, but has somebody trespass and come into this property, although it is fence marked. So
there's more terrain here than I think I was expecting. It almost looked like a flat surface. Is that going to cause challenges for the competitors, or?
Our biggest concern here as shooters would definitely be the mirage.
Okay.
You're going to get wind, and wind is pretty much always present. But because it's such flat terrain, we actually shoot from inside of our building, which is a unique situation to shoot ELR from, but it's more to benefit the shooters so they're not having to look through 100% of that mirage as they would be if they were in a prone position on the ground.
This one's 97.5, and when you zeroed it, was your bipod right up to the board?
No, I was about here.
You were back here?
Yeah.
So you're 98.5, so you're 99 meters.
So what Rob's trying to do as my spotter right now is not only validate all of my data, but he himself also get a second measurement. The distances that we're shooting, we're really reliant on math, and then when the math starts to break down, we're reliant on experience. So what you don't want to have to do is rely on guesswork by having bad data in the gun.
Elevation 12.7. What do we got for wind, boys? Left to right?
I got left to right mirage.
You got left to right target?
Yeah.
And right.
12.7.3.
Okay, spotters up.
Stand by.
Send it. Right. Yeah, just off right edge. Swing left. So now you just did your cold bore for King of 2 Mile. And we're gonna go 1446. I want you to dial up 15.3, 15.3. Still left to right. 15.3, give me 0.8 left. 0.8 left. I want you to hold quarter left on the target, Ronnie. Quarter left.
15.3.8, quarter left.
Roger that. Spotters up.
Stand by.
Send it. Trace looks left. Impact. Re-engage.
Ending.
Trace go left. Impact. Go 3 for 3. That'd be your max points. Hold same point of aim. Watch your cant. Send it. Okay. Good, Ronnie. Pull your bolt to the rear. Just let her cool. We'll get set up for next target. You had 2 out of 3.
Every aspect from height over bore on the optic to muzzle velocity to the exact distance you were from your zero, all of that gets factored in by applied ballistics in the solution. And that's what's going to ultimately be what allows me to hit at these distances. Between here and the targets, this looks really flat, but there are actually a lot of rolls in the terrain. And what that can cause is that can cause crosswinds to be running down that terrain. To make things worse, they're actually having to shoot from inside of a container. So they don't have their kestrels to make last-minute wind calls. They have to rely on things like mirage. They have to rely on vegetation. Okay, so you're talking a lot about mirage and from inside of that container. What are the use cases for using mirage rather than just pulling out your kestrel and holding that up in the air, getting your wind reading and sending it?
Yeah, mirage can be twofold. You always have mirage present when the sun is up. Unless there's overcast or some reason why the heat from the sun can't penetrate the cloud cover, mirage is not only just going to obscure your target, it could also slightly lift the appearance of your target. So often when you have high mirage conditions, you're going to see guys missing over the top of the target, and they're like, oh man, my data is off. But we've all seen on the coastline, say the west coast, of ships floating in there. You got a 400-meter sea container cargo ship floating in the air. Well, really, they don't float in the air. It's mirage, right? It's making the appearance of that object appear where in reality it isn't.
All right, stand by.
Stand it.
I'll hold the mail off the right.
So my same hold, I'm going to put on the right target now. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Already? Yeah, ready.
So just so I understand, were you dialed all the way as far as you could go and you were at the bottom of your reticle?
Yeah. Yeah, 100 MOA when I hit it.
So the chassis is Cadex, the action's Stiller, Stiller tack driver, barrels Bart line, American Precision Arms brake, zero compromise scope, speed tracker chronograph, and the adjustable bag rider on the bottom.
Stand by. Send it.
And like, so air stacks on air, you have like, what do you call it? And a force multiplier. This is like a force, the divider. Like you're losing as you stack your air more and more, so.
It's a really good experience. Every time I come here, I love it. I love it. I like hitting the steel. Don't get me wrong, I would I would have loved every round to be on target. Reality is it doesn't happen. And it's not always about your skill, it's about the wind.
But the best thing is come out, try it. Like in almost every one of these sports, you can come into like a soft division, whether it's called skills or whatever. You can borrow gear, borrow rifles. If you don't have the bags and you don't have bipods, everybody will loan stuff to you. Like I think
is amazing for
I
that.
think pretty universally, everyone is just looking to grow the sport, right? In every aspect, like whether it be NRL, PRS, rimfire, ELR, F-class, like the shooting community is the best community.